Hello and welcome back to the Sports News. Right now we're joined by our new friends from Swift Waters TV, Shawn Gibbons and Connie Markham. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us.
And you guys are here to talk about a very interesting and one I feel is a very important program, the Learn to Hunt program. Can you give us some more information about that?
Yeah, we've been invited up to the Horicon Marsh to where they're conducting a Learn to Hunt program. The essence of the program is really to introduce new people to hunting, and they do it by species. We're big duck hunters, that's really what we're into, and they invited us up to the Horicon because of the waterfowl conservation. The Learn to Hunt program in essence is anybody from 10 plus years of old that has never hunted before and never carried a license has the opportunity to get out and hunt. It's a course. It's about 4 hours long in the morning portion, and then they go in the afternoon and actually take you out into the marsh and do some duck hunting, followed up by a Sunday duck hunt as well. So it's a great project in essence to get new people into the field.
That sounds like a blast. That's actually where I'm from, so I know how much fun that's going to be for the kids that come out there and take part in that. So to touch on that a little bit more, I know you said it's 10 and up that haven't held a license before, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Now, how much training is involved with that? I know there's some class work, some work in the field. How much training goes into it before those hunts?
Well, each individual has got to go through a classroom, which has to be 4 hours or more, and that will take place Saturday morning, and then they follow up with an afternoon hunt, and then they get to come back out into the marsh for a Sunday morning hunt.
Fantastic. Now, with equipment like this, is it something where the students are supplying all their own gear? Is there something with the hunt program that they provide? What equipment do the students actually need to participate in this event?
You know, it's kind of neat. This particular program that the Horicon, the federal government put together, DU puts effort into it, Delta Waterfowl, and they will literally provide all of the equipment necessary. So it really makes it easy for those novice individuals. So they don't have camo, they don't have guns, they don't have skiffs. They can come for the first time, they go through the program, they're identified what type of gear they may need to get them suited up to be able to get them out into the field. Even licenses, all the costs are waived. So it's a pretty
great
cool
program.
That is fantastic. That's a great way to get new people into hunting and helping with the conservation, obviously, because if you're a part of that, you're going to help take care of the environment as well. Now, what are some of the animals that can be hunted on this program? If you're heading up to the marsh, there's everything under the sun.
Yeah.
That there is. Learn to Hunt programs would include deer, turkey, bear, waterfowl. Specifically, we are doing the waterfowl, so that has to be done in the federal rules and regulations. So that has to be done within the migratory waterfowl season.
And this one even goes to the extent that when the hunts are taking place, they have to be during legal hunting season. So the September 19th, statewide for waterfowl, there is also a youth hunt going on. And the Learn to Hunt program is taking advantage of that youth hunt weekend, which is earlier than the regular season. In addition to that, we get to be able to go on the Federal Reserve land, which is traditionally not accessible by any hunters and for that matter for general public as well. So the opportunity for these new individuals that get to go out in it are just going to be unbelievable.
They're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
I can imagine. And as you mentioned with that, the fees, licenses, permits, stamp for waterfowl, all that stuff is included along with the camo and guns and things like that.
Correct. It's all included. The only other is if an individual would be 16 years or older, they do need the federal waterfowl stamp that they would have to purchase. Other than that, all the licenses are waived.
All right. And now, are there other programs like this around the state? Is this something exclusive that you guys are doing?
We're actually two of the mentors of the program. So this is conducted around the state. Other clubs offer this as well. You can go on the DNR website and they'll have a list of all the different locations and then to contact individuals associated with it. Us personally, we're hooked up with this particular one, and specifically we targeted the youth hunt as well. It's the earliest season. We usually get for the youth hunt, they're ages 12 to 15 years old, and it's they can be repeat between that ages they can continue to hunt it, but for this program again they have to be the first time out. Also getting in the federal area, since nobody else can get out there other than through these designated hunts, the opportunities for the birds. And you were asking what type of birds. So, obviously when we say waterfowl, it can be teal, mallards, gadwalls, pintails, any of the normal in-season birds that can be taken are there. Then the other question is, how many can they take?
So there's a 6 daily limit, but each species, there's a determination of a category. You can get 3 wood ducks, you can get 4 mallards with 1 being a hen, you can get 2 canvasback this year. So you just got to know your rules and regulations, and that's with us as the mentors will help the individuals, identify what they are taking.
Fantastic. That sounds like a fantastic program for some students in the area to learn how to hunt and be able to get out on a beautiful piece of land and hopefully fall in love with the sport that we all enjoy as well. Shawn and Connie, thank you so much for joining us here on the Sports News today.
Thank you for
Thanks a
having
lot.
us.